Thanks for joining our solution webinar today. Let's wait like 1-2 minutes. Okay, I see our attendees are joining. Okay. Morning. Hope everyone is doing all right. Yeah. Hello, Eric. Can you hear me?
Hi, Jason.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, yes. That's great. You are also in Taiwan, right?
Yes, I'm also in Taiwan.
That's great. Yeah, our visitor today is from many places. I already take a look at it from Singapore, Malaysia, Vietnam, Thailand, Japan, Taiwan, India, Maldives. So a lot of new visitors and existing partners. It's really nice.
Super.
That's great.
I'm
yeah.
very excited for the webinar today. I have too much information to share.
That's great. Me too.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me take a look. Okay, that's great. I think we have almost everyone here. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so thanks again, everyone, for joining our Nx Solution webinar. I am Jason Lee from Optix Business Development Team in Taiwan. Okay, so today we are very honored and happy to have Eric from Promise Technology to join us. Yeah, Eric, please say hi to everybody.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eric from Promise Technology, and it's my pleasure to have this chance to share you more information regarding Promise products.
That's great. So Eric, nice to meet you again. Yeah, we've been talking a lot about our integrations, and it's really glad that it's been done. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Great. So this is our agenda for today. So at the beginning, I will briefly introduce Optix, our company, and also I will go through some features of our VMS product, Nx Witness. And later on, I will hand it over to Eric, and Eric will share with us the Promise Technology Vess A6000 Series and how it is integrated with Nx and what kind of use cases we see. And please keep your questions at the end of the webinar. Okay, so you can see there is a Q&A button or there's a chat button on the Zoom client interface. So please type your questions there. So at the end of the webinar, we'll start to go through the Q&A session. And if we still got more time after the Q&A, I would more than happy to do a live demo of some of the cool features of the VMS. So we'll make the webinar within an hour. Okay, thank you very much. Before we start, I'd like to show you our webinar event calendar. If you go to our website, under the Learn session, there is a event and webinar. So you can see the already webinars we have done and what are the webinar we are going to have this month. So at the beginning of December, there will be another calendar of webinars for December. And if you are interested in the recorded webinar, you can visit our official YouTube channel. Okay, we have the recorded file right there. All right, let's get started. So at the beginning, I'd like to share with you about our company and our VMS software, Nx Witness. So Optix, our headquarters is in Burbank, California, and I base in our Taipei, Taiwan office. We have 7 staff here, including sales and BD team member, pre-sales, support engineers, and marketing managers in the Taipei office. In addition to these 2 offices, we also have offices in Australia, Russia, the Netherlands, France, Spain, and Ukraine. Today, there are almost 100 team members in the company, and 80% of us are technical and engineering functions. So just a brief history about our company. Optix, also known as Nx, was founded in 2010, and we spent 20 months to build the initial platform based on the fundamental philosophy of what we think a video software should be. So initially, it's not a feature-rich software, but we more focus on the usability. Then later, 2012, we introduced our first product, which is the flagship VMS, Nx Witness, and at the same time, also a third party powered by Nx VMS. And in 2016, we were selected as the 7th fast-growing software company on the Inc. 5000 in the USA. And also for the following 4 consecutive years, we were all selected by the Inc. 5000. So we launched our Nx Cloud service in 2017, which is the foundation of our visas business today. And since 2018 till now, we've been focusing on enhancing our software framework and our developer tools, the metadata and plugin infrastructure. So the goal is to extend our VMS platform for AI-based video analytics applications. And this year, we also launched our Nx Cloud Integration Marketplace, where our partners can very easily find a third-party solutions that's integrated and works with Nx. Yeah. So we have 2 products. The first one is Nx Witness. It is an enterprise-level VMS software that is designed for surveillance and physical security industries. So if you are a distributor, reseller, system integrator, or end user, this is the solution you will be using, okay? We also have another product, Nx Meta VMP, which stands for Video Management Platform. So the Meta VMP is an open, extensible video management and development platform. It is a developers facing solution. Yeah. So leading companies around the world, they use the Nx Meta VMP to create a full feature powered by Nx IP video products. And they also use the Nx Meta VMP to make integrations with Nx. So for their target markets. Okay, these are the 2 products we have. Let's move on to some of the features and value propositions of Nx Witness software. Okay, so Nx is the most cross-platform VMS in the market. So let's take a look at the server part. The server application can run on Windows, Linux, and even on an ARM computer, such as a Raspberry Pi, Banana Pi, or NVIDIA Jetson GPU computer. The desktop client application can also run on Windows, Linux, Mac OS, and even the ARM computers. And we have a very handy mobile applications for surveillance on the go. And this mobile application is for the Android and the iOS devices. The last components of the solution, cloud. Nx Cloud can be accessed by all modern browsers, and it is developed based on HTML5. So no plugin installation is required in order to connect to and to use the Nx Cloud client. Okay, being able to run Nx on almost all kinds of hardware platforms and all kinds of operating systems really opens the door to create a video-powered application from the very edge of the system, the edge IoT, and also to the data center and cloud environments. Yeah. The second things I like to mention is Nx Witness is a very lightweighted VMS software. The installation package of both server plus client applications are only around 150 megabytes. So it is really small. Comparing to most enterprise VMSs in the market, whose installation package are usually at least 500 megabyte or even at gigabyte level when include the prerequisite softwares. Though the software is very small, it works very efficiently. A server with 128 1080p cameras and the second string with VGA resolution at the same time, we only need a single core of i3 CPU for that. If we have a smaller setup with 8 1080p cameras and the secondary strings of VGA, then we only need a 32-bit low power ARM CPU to do so. Yeah, so it's very lightweighted. Also, installing and maintain the Nx Witness VMS software is super easy. It literally only takes 2 minutes to install the Nx Witness server plus client applications. There's no prerequisite softwares are required, and we don't use the SQL Server either. So you just need to download a 150 megabyte package, around 4 to 5 clicks, and you are all set with the installation. Once you install the software, you don't need a base license to activate it. Okay, Nx server will automatically discover IP camera, USB camera, third-party video encoder, DVR or MVR that have been integrated with, and without a camera license. You don't need a camera license. And these devices will be added to the resource tree, and you can start viewing them and interact with them. Like, for example, doing PTZ control, fisheye dewarping, two-way audio, controlling the digital I/O from the cameras or devices, or even if the camera is with a built-in video analytics, you can use the video analytics right away without any license at all. Okay, connecting to the server is also very easy. So it can be a local connect, local login, or it can be via the NX Cloud P2P service. And for enterprise project, Microsoft Active Directory or LDAP can be used. For system upgrade as well, very easy. You just need to click a upgrade button on the interface. The system will detect all versions of a server and client application and upgrade across Windows, Linux, and ARM. It's very easy, and importantly, it is free. There is a major release every year and a monthly patch release, and the upgrade is always free. Yeah. Okay, server hive architecture. This is the signature function of Nx Witness to me when I first know the software. So let's see an example about what is a server hive architecture. So here there are 6 servers with a different operating system, Windows, Linux, or maybe Raspbian, okay? Or a different hardware architecture. There's an x86 computer, or there is a ARM architecture computer. Okay, so we merge these 6 servers to a system, and after we merge them, the servers start to synchronize among each other. So a user logging from a Windows, Linux, Mac OS, or a mobile devices, the user can log into any of the server in the systems and can be able to view and manage the whole systems and all cameras. So there's no need for an additional CMS server for this kind of centralized viewing and management, okay? Secondly, if a server stops working, its cameras will fail over to the other servers. And if unfortunately the second server also fails, then its camera will fail over to the rest of the servers to do camera failover, to do failover recording, okay? And when the 2 servers are back online, the cameras will be returned to it. So every server at the same time is also a failover server. This architecture, this server hive architecture is very decentralized and allows the system integrators and the user flexible ways to design a very, very resilient systems. And best of all, system merge and camera failover are included in the free functions. Yeah, so it's worry-free, it's cost-free for us to design a product that is very resilient, okay? I also like to spend some time on security and cybersecurity. So all the connections and the video strings between NX servers, NX clients, and our cloud services can be encrypted with HTTPS or SSL. And it is just a click away right here. It's just a click away for you to encrypt your data transmission among NX, okay? And we can also, the admin users can force watermark like here, to force watermark over the logging. So once the watermark is enabled, every logging will be overlaid on live, archive, and exported pages to prevent potential threats of a videotaping of the CCTV system and then leak to Twitter or YouTube, which is happening a lot. That's another type of security issues we are facing nowadays. Okay. And other than that, there's a detailed and interactive audit trail functions. So for example, we found a user exported several video clips. So other than only knowing which camera or cameras and what time periods was exported, at the audit trail page right here, you will see a play button. So we can just press the play button and automatically pop up the video that this user has been exporting or this user has been viewing. So it's very convenient, very fast to give the operator, to give the admin users a quick view about what exactly happens with the audit trail. We also send Nx Witness and Nx Cloud to a third party to do security benchmark test. We received the excellent A class and also the level 2, the standard grade of the OWASP application security verification standard. So long story short, this level is required for the online payment applications or applications that exchange personal data or health data. So this is a pretty high standard for cybersecurity and data protection for the software. And Nx Witness and both Nx Witness and Nx Cloud has received the standard level 2 certification from a third-party lab. Yeah. At the beginning of 2020, IPVM, a well-known authority in the video surveillance industry, they made a survey among SIs from different continents to vote for the VMSs that they have experiences with and also think is the easiest to use. So they did this kind of survey like every once or twice a year. So Nx Witness voted from no place to the top 5 VMS globally this year. So a direct quote from IPVM, a significant number of favorable responses noted that the software's ease of use as the primary factor of selecting Nx Witness. So if you're interested in more details about what are the questions asked, what are the interfaces people like, you are more than welcome to take a look at the article on IPVM. That they did a very detailed survey forms to the user to feedback on different categories. Yeah. So here are some of the cool features from Nx Witness VMS. I won't go through too much details now. So if you may find a demo video on our official YouTube channel, and I'll be also more than happy to arrange a live demo session too. And at the end of today's webinar, after the Q&A session, if we still got some time, then I can also do some quick live demo of some of the key features we have. So some examples, for example, the way we use and control the fisheye cameras. How do we de-warp? How do we do digital zoom with different de-warping mode right here? And the way we interact with a high resolution camera or the multi-sensor cameras. How we control the PDC camera, we call it advanced PDC control to overcome potential internet latency when we are using a PDC camera. And we can also search a year-long archive to find if there is a motion event within just a second. It's a super fast motion search. We also have a built-in health monitoring system in the clients, and we also have a built-in Chromium browser to add third-party web application directly into Nx Witness client for seamless integration and control. I'll give you a quick example how it looks like. So for example, this is a third party we have from Australia for facial recognition. you can see there's a live camera feeds and also the thermal camera feed. At the right-hand side, this is actually their dashboard web application. They can directly embed the web application inside Nx Witness, and then to see the data with more visuals, more numbers, at the same time interact with the CCTV footage and the CCTV events right here. Yeah. Yeah. So it's really cool to be able to add a web application into the VMS client, and it really opens the door for seamless integration. And while I'm doing the operation, I can take a look at the live updating data at the same time. Yep. Another thing I'd like to mention today is we actively work with camera vendors to do native integrations with their in-camera analytics. Now we have integrated with several brands, including Axis, Bosch, Dahua, Digital Watchdog, Hanwha TechWing, Hikvision, TVT, and VivoTech. With the integration, users can directly configure the camera video analytics, such as I want to draw a virtual fence, I want to draw a virtual line. So if without integration, user has to log into the camera page, do the setup there, come back to VMS, configure the event here. So after we did the native integration with them at this level, user can actually just focus on the setup and operation on inside the Nx Witness clients. It's really convenient and easy to use. Other than that, all the metadata that is detected by the camera can be tracked by Nx Witness. Also saved to our database, like here. This camera can detect vehicle, person, the color of the vehicle, the color of the clothes, the color of the pants, yes, or even the gender, glasses or not. All this kind of metadata can be tracked lively in Nx Witness client and also be searched like forensic search after when the user are looking for a specific event or person or car. Yeah. So yeah, so this is really cool that like as the cameras are becoming smarter and smarter, building an intelligent system with NX could be very easy, and no licenses are required to use the in-camera analytics functions. Okay, and there are some camera brands that we have not yet done integration, such as Mobotix, Milesci, Afidas, or Faceta from Taiwan. They can still send their analytics event to NX via HTTP. We have a generic event rule in our event rule engine, which we constantly listen to HTTP events from third party. So integration can also be done with this way. Other than the in-camera analytics, we also actively integrate with software-based video analytics solutions for more complex use cases, such as facial recognition in an uncontrolled environment, license plate recognition, speed detection, container ID recognition, fire and smoke detection, object classification, etc. So the integration can be done via a HTTP REST API or via our Meta SDK, which is a C++ SDK for the integration. And like the camera analytics, to work with a third-party software-based video analytics, there's no additional license required. And other than video analytics type of integration, we also integrate with applications like access control, perimeter protection, fire and alarm system, and health monitoring applications, such as the one Promise Technology has just made and is about to share with us. So Nx Witness become a platform with a free, comprehensive developer tool based on a simple HTTP REST API or a comprehensive C++ based Meta SDK for the integration to create a multi-function, multi-purpose systems. Okay. So this is a pretty condensed introduction of Nx Witness VMS. So again, if you are interested in more information, we have a lot of nice video on our YouTube channel. And we also have a free operator certification program. There's more than 4 hours training video from system architecture, introduction of each solution components, and also the hands-on how to set up sessions. Yeah. So yeah, let's hand it over to Eric to know more about the Vess A6000 series. Eric?
Hello, Jason. Wow. I was listening to your presentation, very focusing, and I would like to know more. But now I would like to also to capture this opportunity to share to all the audience what is the Promise products and why you choosing Promise with network optics is can give you more benefit. So can you share? Can you see my screen share?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, so let me start. Ladies and gentlemen, my name again. This is Eric. I'm the product marketing manager of Promise Technology, responsible for surveillance product line. So by my presentation today, around next 20 to 30 minutes, I would like to give you a brief idea about who is Promise, what is the Promise product portfolio for surveillance, and what is the benefit together with the Promise technology and the network optics. So firstly, I would like to share a little bit background information about Promise technology. We were founded back to 1988, which is 32 years already, in San Jose in USA. So we have around 400 employees globally, and 44% are R&D. Promise is working with all the global first-tier companies in different fields, mainly in IT, in rich media, and also for surveillance. So Promise is the first hardware iSCSI ray storage system manufacturer. We deliver also the first soundable interface with the hardware ray technology. We are working with Apple, with Intel, with the AMD, this kind of big names in different fields. So you don't need to worry about the quality. You don't need to worry about the technology. We are always professional and leading in storage field. Regarding the global setup, we have actually we have 3 offices in Taiwan, but headquartered in Hsinchu. We have a sales office in Taipei and the R&D office in Kaohsiung. And also we have an office in Tokyo, supporting for the Japanese market. We have also the office in India, in Mumbai. This is our setup in APAC, but actually we have more team members working around the world, so please feel free to let us know 724. So I would like to give you a brief idea regarding Promise surveillance product portfolio right now. Because we have only limited time today, so I'm going to skip some detailed spec, go through, but give you some ideas about how you can choose the suitable model for your surveillance projects or system. As you can see, actually you can see we are covering from tower base to 1U to 2U or even 3U 16 or 4U 24 base. Vess A6000 is dedicated to, is capable to add on more GPUs for your analytics demand or your surveillance GPU requirement. In fact, we also have the complete solution for the storage expansion of Raybox of the JBOT. So later on, we will also go into the selling point, the value of the Promise technology. So you have no headache when you need different storage capacity in different timelines. So when you choose Promise and the network Optix, what is your benefit to have? First of all, you have the optimized RAID driver developed by Promise Technology. We have a dedicated software R&D team for surveillance applications. This is very different from the general IT players of the server storage or storage server. So we have our own proprietary RAID driver optimized based on the behavior of the surveillance application. Later on, we will go through in more details why Promise Smart Boost is better for your surveillance projects. Secondly, regarding the network witness, Promise is the only hardware manufacturer had already done the completely testing with network witness on both Windows and Ubuntu, which is the Linux OS distribution. So when you choose Promise and the network witness, you don't need to worry about the quality because it was already qualified not only by the channel partner level, but also by the manufacturer level. Coming more, the unique ANE spec in with the unique integration between Promise and network witness, you will have more special spec to design for your projects, not only for the software network witness already have, but also the hardware with the in-depth integration with network witness. With this, we just launched release is the HTTP notification from Promise Vess A6000 to Network Witness VMS. You will miss no event from Promise storage. As we know, normally from the web GUI of the VMS, you will receive the event from cameras, from the external devices like access control, like alarm systems, but rarely you will receive the event from the storage or your servers, which is also critical if anything happens or if anything goes wrong. With this unique integration, now not only the hard drive failure, you will receive the event, but also the enclosure temperature or your RAID crash or any other event you should be noticed from the server or storage side. Now, on network witness, you will miss no event. The last but not the least, when we are designing the surveillance projects, maybe before, at the beginning, we have the budget concern, so we are not able to design too much storage capacity at the beginning. However, if you choose Promise with the Nx Witness, you can just deploy the enough storage capacity at the beginning, and you don't need to worry about the storage expansion because it's all fully compatible with Promise SAN storage portfolio. After your deployment, if your customers, they try to increase the cameras, if they try to extend the retention recording days, you also don't need to worry anything because all the Promise storage portfolio with the Vess R series or V-Track series are all compatible with our Promise Vess A series. Later on, we will also go through more details. But here, I would like to share you, you will never understand how much better if you are using Promise for your new projects or existing projects with network with. So here is some reference for you to understand more easier. For the flexible storage expansion, some IT manager of the end customers, maybe they still prefer by iSCSI with the server head. No matter they already have the servers or not, we have the Vess A series to expand the storage capacity. One Vess A RAID box, RAID storage, can support up to 12 JBOD with 3 U16 base. So it means that one RAID box can support up to 112 hard drives with the maximum capacity we already supported to 18 terabytes. So here you are seeing the old data with the real test result in our lab. But easily you can imagine with one system of the Vess A series, you will have 112 drives. If you need 1,000 hard drives, you can easily made it by 10 Vess A systems by iSCSI expansion. You may want to know, if I don't need that much capacity, what is the benefit of choosing Promise? We also considering this kind of market, and we have the right model, which is our Vess A6000 and A7000 series. We support to expand the storage capacity directly by SAS interface. Means you can attach the JBOD with 3 U16 base directly to the Vess A6000 or Vess A7000 if your total required capacity is less than 1 petabyte. So it is more flexible for you to design the different surveillance projects and to cover different required storage capacities. Coming next, as I mentioned regarding the Smart Boost. What is Smart Boost and why it's better to me? Smart Boost is our registered pattern with proprietary RAID driver we developed by our dedicated R&D team. So we have 4 major functions of Smart Boost. Allow me to introduce you one by one. Smart Stripe, we focus on the I/O performance and the stability. So we made our with our Smart Boost RAID driver, the system will be able to read, write for the I/O. We decrease the I/O frequency to the system resource consumption. So with Smart Boost, we are able to deliver better performance of the same hardware can deliver to you with our Smart Stripe. For surveillance applications, we are doing playback from time to time. And when we are doing playback, our live view and the recording functions must work continuously. However, the system may face the resource constraint if we need to do the playback and the live view and the recording at the same time. With Smart Boost driver, we predict the next video data you will need for your playback function. Then we reduce the system resource consumption of doing playback. Then we are able to give you smooth playback performance, plus you will not lose any frame for your recording or your live view. For smart continuity, we change our algorithm of our RAID. So when most of time, when your hard drive is failure, actually they may be able to write or read the data into the hard drive. But the RAID system will detect as a failure hard drive and make your RAID system into the critical mode. If your IT manager is not doing the rebuild or change the hard drive on time, you may lose your video. Promise Smart Boost, we change our algorithm of this RAID detection system. So when the hard drive, if it is still capable to write the data in, we will keep it working for the writing. So before you will have more time to swap, to replace the failure hard drive, so you will have less risk to lose your video. For smart meta, in surveillance application, because the metadata is very key role in all the surveillance system, and most of time we realize that the metadata transmission was stuck by the in the queue by the storage algorithm. So our smart boost, we change the priority of the metadata transmission, because most of the metadata actually they are small size data only. So we will always let the metadata go first during the data transmission. So with the smart boost, what is able to deliver to the end users or the customers? They will have a more stabilizer system for the storage, for the system, because system is always under 70% CPU usage. So the system is very stable. We will have no latency for the surveillance application, no matter on live view or on playback. Also, we are able to deliver you a better throughput and the storage performance with the Promise Vess A series. This is the most important factor of Promise surveillance product portfolio is our smart boost. So how Promise Vess A works with Nx? If you register, if you have an account on My Network Optix, you can easily find more information of the Promise Vess A storages. Also, as I mentioned, Promise is the only hardware manufacturer have already done the completely official testing with Network Witness. So here you can see the complete test report brief. We tested Network Witness performance on both Windows and also Linux. Here, I would like to share a little bit about our testing criteria. For Windows, we tested on Windows 10, and the Linux, we tested on Ubuntu 18.04. We are testing with H.264 and 1080p frame per second for each channel. And the bit rate of each channel is 6.5 megabit per second, which is very critical than usual scenario. As you can see that the camera numbers you can handle by different Vess A models is easily allow me to use Vess A6000, which is a 3U16 base. We can reach the 120 cameras under the resolution of 1080p, 30 frames per second, and 6.5 megabit per second. Even under the RAID is rebuilding, we are still capable to give you the performance with the outstanding cameras quantities. So here I would like to share with you about of the 1 video we run with Network Witness, and this is the special integration we just mentioned of the HTTP notification. So firstly, you will need to log in our webpan, which is Promise Web GUI, for some configurations. It's very easy. You go to the user management, so you will be able to see that we have the different event type. You will support it with this HTTP event notification on the Network Witness Web GUI. So you can see that we have different severity of different event type. We defined in Promise storage firmware. And then we will need you to go to a very easy to configure web GUI on Promise webpan to insert, to fill in the network witness server information like IP address, username, password, and choose the event severity, of course. Then we can, in this video, we are going to show you how we cross-check the newly added event log is showing the same on the command line of Promise storage and also on the web GUI of Nx Witness. So here we log into the Nx Witness. And we can go to the system administration to check what is the event log we Nx Witness receive from Promise storage firmware. The example we are using in this video is to change another setting or to click the Submit Apply button on the Promise enclosure setting. So here you are seeing the command line of Promise Vess A series. After you log in, we can easily use the command event to see all the event log on the Promise firmware, on Promise system. So we can cross-check that the event log we are sending from Promise system, are they the same as the event log received by Nx Witness? So here we are going to the enclosure setting. We just choose the device under test, which is our Vess A6000. We don't change the setting, we just simply click the apply, the submit button. Then there should be one event log. Here is our enclosure temperature setting. We just simply click the submit button. Then let's go to check the newly added event log. So you can see on the 1549, there's a new submit new event added on the Promise system. Then we come back to Nx Witness. We click the refresh. You will see a new event on the same time, 3 p.m. 49. So basically, this is the video showing you that with this special integration, you will miss no event on your Nx Witness with Promise A6000. A6000 series is the first model we already launched, finished the integration, and more will be coming. So, why Promise? First, we are already 32 years old in storage field. So we have the 30 years experience and expertise of the storage technology, proven quality, qualified by tier 1 customers like Apple, like Intel, AMD. So you don't need to worry about the quality. Secondly, not like other generic IT big names like Dell, HP, IBM. Promise is purpose-built for surveillance. We have Smart Boost, the proprietary optimized RAID driver for surveillance applications. On Promise website, you can also see we have the Promise Planner. You can easily use to size in your project, which is rarely seen on the storage manufacturers. Coming more, we have the dedicated R&D team for the plugin design and the special integration, like what we have done with Nx Witness. We have also the flexibility to expand your storage for your surveillance system anytime, no matter before the deployment or after the deployment. We have the in-depth integration with our ecosystem partner like Nx Witness. We have the high quality manufacturing capabilities because all of the factories and the production lines of Promise Technology are made in Taiwan only. We have the comprehensive testing and dedicated R&D team for surveillance. We have professional service team to provide you the technical support worldwide, not only for the parts replacement, but we are also able to help you to diagnose what is the real problem of your surveillance system. We have the proven successful case around the world as well. So sorry, it's a little bit more time than I expected. So this is my presentation today. And if you have any questions, please.
Thanks a lot, Eric. Yeah, one thing I like to share is with the integration with the server or storage event, it's actually using HTTP events from Promise to Nx. And once Nx receives the event, we can relay that to a specific cameras. For example, a camera in the data center, or for example, a camera looking at a specific spot in the data center, because some of the server and storage event might be caused by the environmental issues. So it's much easier for the operator to have a bookmark of the event to a video archive and very easily to take a look at what might be the issues to do so. Yeah, that just aggregate all kind of events to Nx. Yeah.
Bravo. Okay.
That's cool. Yeah. So yeah, I see a very detailed events or that can potentially send to Nx. So I think from the SI point of view or the IT department point of view, they can take a look at the event and think about what are the real case scenario they can have. Yeah.
Yes, you are right. Actually, what we try to give to the market is that the users will miss no event, means any risk or anything goes wrong, they will be informed at the first minutes.
Yeah, and there's also different levels of event. So some of the issue can be prevented if we find it earlier. So I think this will be very helpful to integrate that with VMS, so that the operator, the security team can work with the IT team to make sure their archive, their server runs are better protected from all point of views. Yeah.
Exactly.
There are some questions. Let's start with one about the storage part. Can we monitor the hard disk status in Nx?
So yeah, I think this is more related to you.
I like to add, Eric, the interface you are sharing with us, is it a browser interface or it is a thick client applications?
Yes, it's a browser interface. We call webpam. It is the name of our web GUI, and for sure you will see the hard drive status on the webpam for sure.
Got it. So since it's a browser interface, so I assume there is a page to monitor all the hard disks in the JBOB, right? So we can know the status. Correct. All right. Yes. So
and,
to answer
one more thing, sorry, after you. My apology. Yeah.
No problem. No, thank you, Eric. Yeah. So then that will be much easier. Like one of the case I share with you is we can embed a browser application directly into Nx Witness. So we have the Promise Health Monitoring web application inside Nx Witness, so we can start to see the live status of each hard disk. And if there is a hard disk has some issue, then we can config in the web page inside Nx Witness client and ask the system to send an alert about this hard disk to Nx. So everything is within one interface. We have the web application from Promise. At the same time, the web application is sending live event to Nx Witness for the users. Yeah.
Exactly. Actually, we already have the customers using the redirect function on Nx Witness that to redirect to our webpam. So any features, any functions on our webpam is possible to do on Nx Witness for sure.
There's another question from Austin. He say, it's a question to Eric. So
Yes.
does Promise has a Ubuntu firmware? If we are running Nx on a Ubuntu environment, so how will Promise work with Nx there? Yeah.
Okay, Austin, thanks for the question. We already have the Ubuntu RAID drivers. So basically, when we ship out the products, we don't install the Ubuntu by ourselves because we understand that for different customers, they may have different software package requirements for the OS installations. So Promise is able to give you the Ubuntu RAID drivers with the Smart Boost implemented. And currently, the available models of the Ubuntu driver supported is 1U A3120 and the 2U A3340. So for the if you need more Ubuntu support in different models, please let us know, and we will kick off the project to quickly finish the development for you.
That's great. That's great. So there's another question. It's about Nx. Do you have face recognition or CarPlay recognition solutions? So Eric, would you allow me to use the share screen?
Please,
Yeah.
please.
All right. So hold on. How do I share my? So guys, can you see my screen now? Yes, that's it. Yeah, so Nx Witness, we are a video management platform, so we don't have our own video analytics solutions like facial recognition or CarPlay, but we do work with different partners in this field. For example, like this one. Hold on, like this one. This is how we work with a facial recognition software. So the camera strings to Nx, and then depends on the integration, the partners, the facial recognition partner can request strings or request friend from Nx. And once they receive the string or they receive the friend, they start to analyze the friend. And according to the vendor, they can return different kind of metadata. For example, the name, estimated age, gender, or emotion, or glasses, or mask. There's a more and more metadata can be returned to Nx. Okay, so once we got this data, we will have the data in our database. And you can see right here, we can key in some keywords for searching. For example, I'm looking for my colleague, Oscar. Like right now, if I'm searching for Oscar, then all the Oscar related face footage will show up right here, okay? And I can also do other searches. For example, I'm searching for a female with a happy facial expression. So because all the metadata already linked to the archive, so we can like do the cross check to see there's a female, the facial expression is happiness, then we can find the results. And there's another cool things we can do is that not only the data information from a third party, we can combine the metadata from a third party and the metadata inside Nx Witness. For example, we are looking for a female with a happy facial recognition who showed up at the right-hand side of the camera. So we select the area right here. So the result showing up right here on the right-hand side panel is actually a female with a happy facial expression, and then who stands at the right-hand side of the panel. So the same metadata, but showing up at a different location inside the view, it will not be here. Okay, so there's a cool way to filter the information. And CarPlay recognition as well, we work with different vendors because LPR, it's regional basis. So there are North America, Europe, and Southeast Asia, Northeast Asia is very different. So in different continents, we work with different partners. So we can not only recognize the CarPlay, the partner can recognize the CarPlay, the container ID, and then the traffic law, like a red light violation, illegal parking, wrong direction, U-turns, a lot of smart traffic related algorithm can be provided by our partners. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, here's another example, like showing how we integrated facial recognition and a dashboard for visitor management within the thing. Okay, Yeah, so we have live camera doing facial recognition, live updated dashboard. In the middle, it's just a web dashboard inside Nx Witness clients to see a live result. Okay. Yeah. So is there any other questions so far? If that's all for the questions we have, please, if you come up with any other questions or while you are discussing with your team members or customers, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact us, okay? This is my email address. And Eric also shared his contact information. In about a few days' time, we will put the recorded file on YouTube, and please feel free to share with your team about this one, okay? Eric, okay, Eric, can you type your contact in the chat area for our attendees?
Yes, sorry for that. I didn't put.
No worries, that's very important. Yeah.
Yeah, and actually, you can also if you have any further inquiries, please also you can drop the email or demand from our website. So we have dedicated colleagues checking out and follow up. So don't worry. My email contact is already typed in the chat window. So if you need, please feel free to drop me a message or email. I will be reachable for you.
That's great. That's great. So everyone, thank you very much for your time. We are 2 minutes ahead of schedule. So I think it's already lunchtime in several regions. So thank you very much for joining. So please stay safe until we meet again, okay? Eric, thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Everyone, take care. Yeah, have a nice day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.